fucking god. This isn't working very well. Carl Krogstad and Enrique Cerna. For the 21st time, when will Tom Cox going to leave? It's giving me a headache.
Oh man. Phil Swift. Tom Cox is the good person. Because Tom Cox is a nice man. For the 21st time, Tom Cox is going to stay here. Leave Tom Cox alone.
But Carl Krogstad, just get rid of Tom Cox. And Enrique Cerna, how long when Tom Cox is leaving? It's boring.
No. Tom Cox is going to stay here. Also, John Layson said that Tom Cox is just a nice person. And also, for the 22nd time, Tom Cox is going to stay here. Please leave Tom Cox alone. Understand?
But Carl Krogstad and Enrique Cerna, please forgive me. Send Tom Cox to Australia. I promise when Tom Cox isn't coming back for the rest of March.
We're not sent Tom Cox to Australia. Also, Tom Cox is going to stay in the United States. And he's not going to other countries.
Also, Government agencies said that Tom Cox is not allowed to go into other countries like Afghanistan, Italy, Wales, Austria, Bulgaria, Ireland, Scotland, Darkness, Dorot Castle, Clearance Castle, Command, Terror, Endeavory, Stirling, Selkirk, Colombo, Glasgow, Japan, China, India, Africa, Picard, also known as Central African Republic, Deny, North Korea, South Korea, Peru, Mexico, Brazil, United Kingdom, Chile, France, India, Turkey, Germany, Romania, Georgia, Germany, Vienna, Greece, Grenada, Guatemala, Guinea, Berlin, Iceland, Poland, Thailand, Bangkok, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Dubai, Sweden, Denmark, Greece, Ireland, Italy, and many more. That's it. From talking about Tom Cox, you're grounded until spring. I'm out in your room right now, and also, John Layson said that you talk about firing Tom Cox from last week's episode. I'm out in your room. Scary Flex State Medical.
But Carl Krogstad and Enrique Cerna, for the 23rd time, please forgive me. Send Tom Cox to India. I promise.
We're not sent Tom Cox to India.
Self-thinking being number for one, certainly, when you're in foreign countries, makes people curious. You get to see presidents, because their wives were curious, their children were curious about one or the same or whatever. Then once you have your foot through the door, you cannot let them see that you're curious about what you're talking about, and not just a Chris Swift. How many times do we have to tell you? Tom Cox is going to stay in the United States for the rest of the entire year, and if I see you talking about Tom Cox again, I'm calling the Special Victims Unit. You got it?
Hey Carl Krogstad and Enrique Cerna, can you call the inspectors to get rid of Tom Cox, please?
Phil freaking Swift. We're not calling the inspectors to get rid of Tom Cox. Also, this is just like episode 39 of Aftermath when you talk about the inspectors to get rid of Ludwig and Lisa and Julia. And also, it's going to stay here for the entire year.
That's so fortunate. From talking about the inspectors to get rid of Tom Cox, you're grounded until Cotton and graduate from high school in June 2024, and he's going to college next year in 2024. And after that, Cotton is going to work at the age of 20 in 2025. And after that, he's getting a job in September 2026, 2027, 2028, 2029, 2030, 2031, 2032, 2033, 2034, 2035, 2036, 2037, 2038, 2039, 2040. Also, we're still grounded from talking about Tom Cox, and also John Cox is not a bad person. Concealing his money with John Cox is not a scary TV show. It's just a freaking public program on KCTS 9 since 2001 because the general manager of KEPC is leaving in 2015. Leave Carl Crogston, leave Don Mason, leave Edgewood, leave Sam Sunder, leave Faith Rogue, leave Sisters, Cousins, and Prince, leave One Direction, leave What Makes You Beautiful, leave London listening to the Screaming Queens and listening to the Sweating Jimmy Freaking Jericho, leave Kurt Mike, and leave Don Cox as well. I'm out to leave right now, or else.
Or else what?
Or else, I'll let Ludwig the stupidest leading comedian and Lisa the stupidest soubrette to come to your house.
Ludwig the stupidest leading comedian and Lisa the stupidest soubrette is a garbage character.
So freaking being known for Bond, certainly when you're in foreign countries, makes people curious. You get to see presidents because their wives were curious, their children were curious about Bond or the saint or whatever. Then once you have your foot through the door, you can then let them see that you're serious about what you're talking about, and not just the twit swift. How dare you saying Ludwig the stupidest leading comedian and Lisa the stupidest soubrette? It's just a character.
First, people shooting three leaders. Second, One Direction. Third, What Makes You Beautiful is a scary music video. What Makes You Beautiful is a garbage song. Fourth, One Direction is a garbage Irish boy band. Fifth, London the stupidest leading comedian and Lucy the stupidest soubrette is a garbage character. That is rubbish. London the stupidest leading comedian and Lucy the stupidest soubrette is just a freaking meme known for one. Certainly, when you're in foreign countries, makes people curious. You get to see presidents because their wives were curious. Their children were curious about Bond on the same or whatever. But once you have your foot through the door, you cannot let them see that you're serious about what you're talking about, and not just a twisted character. That's so freaking. For talking about London the stupidest leading comedian and Lisa the stupidest soubrette, you're grounded until YouTube is going to delete all of the freaking Tim shorts. Also, John Watson, the eco-consumer of King County, said that you talk about London the stupidest leading comedian and Lisa the stupidest soubrette is a garbage character. And also, do you not know when you say garbage/rubbish/trashy character, it's tricky, flagrant, blatant, glaring, obvious, overt, evident, conspicuous, potent, barefaced, shameless, brazen, audacious, passionate, undisguised, unconcealed, evident, transparent, manifest, palpable, utter, complete, outrageous, scandalous, shocking, disgraceful, reprehensible, dreadful, terrible, enormous, heinous, atrocious, monstrous, wicked, iniquitous, villainous, gross. I'm out in your room right now, scariest medical.